Suspending a little bit of our normal format because we have a special guest in studio, J.R. Strand with Missoula Job Service. How you doing, partner?
I'm doing fantastic, Peter. I'm here to bring you some information that can help people have to pay taxes next year because we want to get them employed.
That's a good, interesting segue. That's awesome. All right. So I understand you have a job fair coming up.
That's right. Our Missoula Job Service, largest career fair in western Montana, is coming up next Tuesday, the 21st of April, at the Hilton Garden Inn. And the doors open at 3 o'clock to the public, but they open at 2:30 for veterans and their families. And the job fair will run until 6 o'clock. And it's just a great opportunity to come face-to-face with the people behind the web applications that you never get to see face-to-face. They'll be there. You can look them in the eye, shake their hands, and
so basically it's old school.
It's old school. Yeah, we have 95, I think, employers signed up right at the moment. Usually we get right up close to 100.
So what are there, without naming names, what are some of the categories of businesses that'll be there?
We have firefighters, we have medical, hospitals, and I won't mention the two that are in Missoula because they're both there, since you said don't mention their names.
Okay.
We have manufacturing firms, we have truck driving companies, we have hospitality, we have resorts, we have educational facilities there. If you want to be a truck driver and you need to get a CDL, we've got schools there that help you get your CDL. So you can talk to the truck driving guys, go over and talk to the teachers or the schools.
All right. Oh, go ahead, John.
Just jump in real quick.
Hi, John.
When we're looking at the jobs in Missoula, how many do you have up for offer? Like total number of jobs?
As of yesterday, we had 814 jobs on our job board at the Missoula Job Service, and I base that on when I put my search in, I use the 59801 zip code, and I do a 30-mile radius. And 814 jobs came up of every kind of job, from total entry level to executive jobs.
Now, comparing that to back in 2008, because when we had the big recession and the years that followed, wow, how does that compare? I mean, you may not have been there then, but
I was there.
Well, okay, so I mean, 800 jobs sounds like a lot.
That is a lot.
Yeah,
I've been at the job service. It will be 8 years in August, and I don't remember very many times, if ever, that we went over 800 jobs. I think maybe one time. I would say even a year ago we might have had 300.
What's the lowest you remember getting ever?
89.
89 jobs.
89 in the trough of the troughness.
Yikes!
It was wow. That was in the winter months.
Right.
Jobs typically do drop off in December, January, February. That's kind of when it cycles down and it starts picking up. But that was not a pretty day.
All right. So tell me a little bit about, are these full-time jobs, part-time jobs, or a little bit of everything?
A little bit of everything. Actually, somebody asked me that yesterday, and I looked at it, and I think there was about 40 to 45% were full-time.
Wow.
And then the rest were probably part-time or seasonal.
What are you looking at as far as average wages? Do you gauge that?
It's Missoula. This is
eat a
always
pine
the
cone.
challenge. Yes,
we like to call it the pine cone tax,
the pine
right?
cone tax. That's exactly right. Well, I would say trying to be kind, slightly under the $10 mark, like $9 and a quarter. We have minimum wage went up, so everyone got a raise, right?
Right.
So went up to $8.05 on January 1.
We have $808 an hour jobs up for grabs.
Yeah, no, there's some jobs that actually have some good salaries to them, some of the executive positions and on some of the different organizations that are looking for executive directors and that. But
okay, so now, since people are used to applying for a job online, when they can sit there in their jammies or their underwear or whatever and do whatever. This is a totally different scenario here. We need to come in looking like we actually want a job, right?
That is absolutely correct. A couple of things you need to do. You need to show up as if you're going to a job interview.
First of all, show up.
Show up. This is step one. Show up.
The world belongs to those who show up.
That's right. And before you show up, take a shower, brush your teeth, comb your hair, put on some good clothes. Now, you're going to an interview. And you're going to see these people face to face. Have your resume ready to hand to them. Take some time. Come down to the job service. We help people with their resumes. We will not write it for you, but we will critique it. We'll give you some help and get it all spiffed up. Secondly, look them in the eye, smile, give them a good handshake, talk to these people, and let them know you're interested in working for their company. We have a class.
Which is how my mom taught me how to apply for a job a million and a half years ago, before you get to it.
That's same thing. Same thing. That's right. I want to tell you, we have a class tomorrow, Thursday at 2:30 at the job service, and it's to prepare yourself to attend a career fair. And it's an awesome class because they teach everything. Julissa, who teaches the class, is awesome. She gives great information, and she might give you that little extra edge to impress somebody.
Now, what about, and again, not to judge in any way or cast aspersions in any way, but a lot of folks like the whole body art piercing thing. And so should they come in all their regalia? Should they take it off? I mean, because you're trying to convince someone to employ you, right? So,
well, that's correct, and that's a good point. You really need to approach this in a pretty conservative manner when you come to employers and you come to a career fair. If you're serious about working at any place other than a piercing shop, tattoo parlor,
sure, yeah,
or Rockin' Rudy's or someplace like that, which are great places,
very, very good places,
awesome places.
Yeah.
But if you want to work at any other kind of place, you probably need to remove the hardware and cover some of the tats and things like that. Once you get hired at one of those places, if you find the culture there allows you to have it,
right,
put it back in.
Okay, we're running out of time here. So give us when and where, and is there a cost?
No, there's no cost. Okay. We are a charge-free, prepaid group. Anyway, it's next. Yeah, well, the business's taxes pay for us, so
exactly.
It's already prepaid.
It's a job service.
It's a job fair. So anyway, next Tuesday, April 21st, at the Hilton Garden Inn on North Reserve in Missoula. Doors open at 3 o'clock to the general public, 2:30 to veterans and their families, and it runs till 6 o'clock. Take advantage of it. And call the job service, 728-7060, and get more information, or go to our website, employmissoula.com.
Thanks, JR.
Hey, thank you guys for having me on.
Always
you guys
a pleasure.
Are awesome.
Thank you very much, and happy tax day to you.
Yeah, thank you.